Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Using his X account, Gavin Newsom press office. California Governor Gavin Newsom has been trolling your Vice President, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump, your president, using AI-generated media, sarcasm, and pointed jabs. Family, J.D. Vance and Donald Trump don't stand a chance. And by the way, he gave J.D. Vance a nickname. He called him J.D. Dance Vance. That's cold-blooded, fam. That's cold-blooded. Now check this out. In this post right here, that's supposed to be Donald Trump. Obviously, that is AI generated. That's supposed to be Donald Trump and his Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller. And so Stephen Miller is dog walking Trump. And the caption reads, "Time for your daily walk, Donald. No stairs." This is a jab at Trump because he and Melania was recently trying to go up some escalators and the escalator stalled and, Trump didn't want to walk. This post right here, about 19 hours ago, he wrote, "Dozy Don is a very weak man, can't handle stairs, who has no control of his own party. He is shutting down the government to take health care away from beautiful babies, moms, and grandmas." What about granddaddies? Anyway, but don't worry. Donald will taco. Trump always chickens out. He'll cave. He always does. Many say he's too weak to finish anything. The midterms are coming, Donnie. The day your presidency de facto ends. Enjoy your bronzer, your Diet Coke, and your empty high school gym rallies before they ship you off to memory care with the grandma you stole health care from. She'll still remember. You won't. GCN. She'll still remember. You won't. Man. Okay. And here's another post right here. What is he eating right there? Looks some type of taco salad. Caption: "The Trump shutdown is here. Health care for babies, moms, and grandmas held hostage by a very weak man who can't even do stairs. But don't worry, Democrats are strong and Trump always chickens out. No sombrero needed." Oh, and here's an oldie but goodie.
Attacking pedophiles. How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
And family, that was not some type of tongue-in-cheek comment. That was not satire. That was Ted Cruz speaking about how people need to come together for everything, including stop attacking pedophiles. He said, why can't we, how about we come together to stop attacking this, stop attacking that. And then he was like, and stop attacking pedophiles, by the way. Yeah. So caption, Ted Cruz, how about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles. And the response was, why is Ted Cruz protecting criminals instead of funding healthcare? Sick.
Clear something up. Yes, there's a photo of me in drag from a college party, and that's normal. Everyone experiments in college, costumes, makeup, whatever. Totally normal.
Fox has confirmed that there will not be a stoppage of ballroom work when the shutdown occurs. Wow. Fox is told work will continue to be performed as the funds currently supporting are not tied to a FY26 enacted appropriation. Wow. And here's the response. Democrats, let's make healthcare more affordable. Let's keep the ongoing funding. MAGA, no. Trump, go F yourself. Actual quote. And I'm going to keep building my ballroom. Damn, he said that? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but damn. Trump, Marie Antoinette says, no health care for you peasants, but a ballroom for the queen. Oh, man, he's trying to call Trump a queen. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Gavin, man. You ain't got, now that's kind of low right there, bro. You ain't got to go that low, man. That's low, man. All right. Thanks to Trump and his MAGA meltdown in D.C., healthcare costs are going to skyrocket. Trump promised to make things more affordable. With this shutdown, he has broken that promise. Healthcare costs are going to skyrocket. Hell, I thought they already had skyrocketed. And this is Gavin Newsom mocking Trump's style of posting on social media with the all caps and, the pat on the back, the pats on the back. Good news, Patriots. With Washington shut down, I, Gavin C. Newsom, am now the leader of the free world. My platform is very simple. Healthcare for all Americans, no measles, free school meals, wow, put in for everyone. Free childcare, the moms love me, more babies, good paying jobs, and no more evil tariffs. Eggs will be free. Hair gel subsidies will be available, but only for handsome Democrats. And we will also legalize cannabis. Crime will stay low and everyone will be high on patriotism. And no more Ticketmaster fees for the Swifties. Fees stay for Kid Rock. They will chant USA, USA, because we will be back and hotter than ever before. Thank you, GCN. And there you have it, fam. There's a lot more trolling that Governor Gavin does, but that just goes to show you not everyone is afraid of Trump. Some people got the courage to not just speak, but put action to words, or as we say today, belt to ass. Gavin Newsom is putting belt to ass right now. And it is very heartbreaking that more people with real power are not exercising that power because they are afraid of Trump. If all of these people collectively just stood up, stood 10 toes down, Trump would be powerless. Even if he tried to make people do something, he couldn't get anything done. The military, those generals and admirals, they know what dude doing is wrong. I get it. If you're in the military, you're supposed to be able to follow commands, but if you follow commands that break the law, if you follow commands that violate human rights, not only should the person who gave you those commands be punished, you should also be punished. It's like, hey, typically a child is going to do what their parents ask them to do, right? Or tell them to do. You go do it. I tell you to do this, you do this, you do it. And if you don't do it, there's consequences and repercussions, right? But if your parent tell you to go to that school and slap the teacher, that's going to be some consequences and repercussions for you and your parents. If your parents tell you to go in and rob a grocery store or go rob a bank, you rob the bank and come back with the money. Hey, you think it's going to fly if you tell authorities, hey, I was just doing what my mama told me to do. I was just doing what my daddy told me to do. You think that's going to fly? No, they're going to lock your ass up and they're going to lock your mama and your daddy up. So just because you are a soldier does not mean you're supposed to follow every single command. These commands should be followed within reason. These judges, all of these people with all this power, they really don't have power, because what's happening is the more Trump gets away with, the more power he takes away from people who actually have power. And it's going to trickle all the way down to the people, the citizens who have the power of free speech, right? Who have the power to think freely. That power is going to be taken away, because every time Trump crosses the line, he chips away a little bit more freedom from all of us. And what he's doing is, every time he pushes, what he's doing is consolidating power. That's the goal. See, don't look like too much right here. Push a little right here, pull it, get away with that. Damn, got away with that. Okay, let me push a little bit more. Get away with that, get away with that. Make this person bow down, scare this person, make them bow down, shut them down. Now everybody starts scared. I don't want to be next. But guess what? You're going to be next. No matter what, you will be next. Because once he consolidates power, your life ain't never going to be the same. You think those people those generals who followed Hitler's orders, those soldiers who followed his orders, if they could foresee the future, if they knew that Hitler would take it that far, do you think they would have still been down with him? This is history repeating itself. And Americans are so slow that they can't even see it, because so many people in America are full of hate and they're impressionable. They don't really think for themselves. They turn on the television, they find some type of fearmonger to listen to, and then they just brainwash out. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.